Hello Scorpio, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. This is your general tarot reading for September 2019. So it could be about love, career, any questions burning away for you at the moment. Scorpio, you go into September with the Chariot card. So the Chariot represents the card of Cancer, also represents a willingness or willfulness, a willpower to get something done. So perhaps you've made a decision recently where you have just decided no more mucking around, full steam ahead. And so right now you have the ability and almost the lust, I don't know why I've used that word, to get something done. Perhaps something's been dragging on a bit long now and you've decided that you want to wrap something up so something new can come in. So the Chariot is a card of victory. It's a card of controlling things from your end. So perhaps other people have been in charge and it hasn't really worked for you, and so you've taken over. Now, if it's not that, then there could be a Cancerian in your presence or someone with those characteristics, and they are really shining a light on you somehow, perhaps even reflecting your values. Cancer and Scorpio generally go pretty well together, so if that's a relationship issue, romance, well, I hope it all works for you. It's looking pretty good. Okay, now what's crossing you? You have the Strength card. Okay, so you haven't. This is another major arcana. You have Cancer and Leo, and Cancer and Leo are next to each other in the zodiac, or on the zodiac wheel, if you like. So the Strength card is about coming from a place of calm on the inside so you can make rational decisions. So perhaps you've been feeling that you haven't been in control, and now there's this sense of calm that's come over you, and you're trying to keep a hold of it. You might even be asking yourself if you can make this grade. Perhaps you've been feeling a little out of your depth in something, and you're just starting to get the ball rolling now. I'm just feeling here that this, whatever it is, it's not so much about the skill of the task itself, but about the people around you, and do you have compassion for their situation. So if you're feeling like finally getting the job done and you don't want to take any more prisoners, and just remember that there's a lot of compassion needed, I'm feeling, for whatever this is. There may be people, you may be working with people who are less fortunate than you, perhaps disadvantaged in some way, and they need your guidance, and they need to feel like you're on their side. Okay, your conscious goal. Okay, this is the Death card. Okay, the card of Scorpio, so it's your card, Scorp, and it looks like you want to end something so something else can begin. Again, there's a situation which has been going on too long, and you've decided that you want to change it. So the Death can be about a transformation of the way you've been thinking about something, or a whole situation that just hasn't been serving you anymore. I'm feeling it's a pretty positive death, in the sense that it's going to allow new things to come in. The way it was working is not really working anymore, and so again you've decided that you're going to bring about this transformation, whether it's in yourself or in a relationship, or with I'm just feeling something about a group of people that you might be exposed to or you need to work with, and there's a sense of leadership coming around you. Okay, now in your unknown influence you have the Emperor. So this is the card of Aries. There's like a big boss, or a strong, as I just said, a strong sense of leadership. So it's not so surprising that this card's come out. And the Emperor is the quintessential leader. But remember before I said take no prisoners, this guy doesn't take any prisoners. He's there because he's fought the battles, and He can get up out of that throne and do what he needs to do if he needs to, but he's so powerful that people just do what he says. His position is virtually unassailable as the emperor, and he's all about structure and control and yes, no, black, white, right, wrong. He won't mess around with smaller details. This person's in it, and he, as I say, he takes no prisoners and gets results. And because this is in your unknown influence, perhaps this is the approach that you've taken to something, or there is someone around you who is helping you get through this, or it's a strategy that you've taken. But look, you have a lot of major arcana here. Look, I've just noticed, this reading is all major arcana, Scorp, so there's something big going on around you right now, and it looks like some life-changing things with 4 major arcana straight off the bat. I shuffled these pretty well. In your recent past, you have the Page of Swords. So yes, there was perhaps some investigation, some research you've been doing on something, and you weren't really satisfied with what you were investigating or uncovering, and so you've decided to take matters into your own hands. I feel perhaps you've just started some kind of a study or some kind of research or something like that. I'm not really getting gossip here, Scorp. I'm really getting that learnings, investigating, reading books, and just finding the truth. I'm feeling like power skimming. So you may have had a lot of research to do in a short amount of time, and so you were scrolling through headings and looking for keywords and that kind of thing, and you've stumbled across something, or you've found something, and it's given you the power. Knowledge is power to move forward and really take the bull by the horns here and really show what you're made of. So feeling very powerful for you, Scorpio. This is your reading. Okay, and in your approaching influence, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles talks about abundance. So plenty of love, plenty of money to go around, plenty of resources. Could be about time. It's quite a luxurious card as well. So we talk about a happy family, about a happy bank account, a feeling of moving forward, a feeling of security here, and that seems to be on the way for you. So that's a really nice feeling. I'm not getting anything else out of that apart from a really good feeling saying yes, you've made it, or you will make it. And it might be one particular person that you have. So in the Rider-Waite deck there are the whole family, but in this card here it's just you and someone else, almost turning your backs on whatever it is, but you are in the archway, and the archways in the tarot represent abundance. So there's definitely a good feeling coming through, perhaps with all these major shifts, this death that has occurred or is occurring right now. It's allowing you to really move forward in and with abundance. Okay, in your talents, you have, or what are you bringing to the situation? You have the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. Whatever you've been working on, you've reached a certain milestone, you're feeling pretty good about it, and it's giving you that confidence to move forward with something else. The next step of the schedule or something. I'm feeling some kind of schedule, some kind of a program for you, and that's looking pretty good, because it's, when I get the 9 of Cups here, I'm feeling like you've achieved this. It's not just luck. You've hoped for something and you've made it happen. So that's great. It's not the 10, but it's a step on the way. Okay. Now, in your environment, so the way you're seeing the world, the way the world's seeing you, you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant talks about traditional values, conservative values, the established way of doing things, rules and procedures. And this is another major arcana for you. This is quite a few in a Celtic cross spread. So the Hierophant talks about, in this situation, can be institutions, basically, large companies, governments, regulations. It's like a masculine expression of the church sometimes, and some dogma. So perhaps you're dealing at the moment with a lot of red tape, a lot of bureaucracy, that sort of thing, and you're feeling quite confident that you can do it, and I'm feeling that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's really like there could be a big payoff for you somewhere, Scorp. So I'm really hoping this is for you. You're hoping that whatever's going on in this large institution is helping you the right way, but definitely with the Ten of Pentacles there, right next to the Hierophant, that's really nice. Okay, in your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles talks about working with others. Can also talk about mastering a particular skill. So I talked before about learning something or reading something. This person here, look, they're chipping away at something, trying to get it just right. It's quite an important job. It looks like he's doing something in a very churchy kind of atmosphere. So he wants to make sure that he does this correctly. So the Three of Pentacles is often a card of getting things right and mastering the finer points of your skill, if you like. And so it looks like you could be just about ready to receive your award, or finish the final exam, or submit something for final approval, or for recognition somehow of what you've done. So that is looking very promising for especially a career thing, I'm feeling. Okay, and in your outcome position, you have the Six of Swords. It's another card of victory. It's a card of being able to move from the rough waters and into the smooth. It's a card of perhaps turning your back on where you are now, and whatever you've just achieved is going to allow you to look further out into the distance, and it's like build your resume somehow, or allow you to travel. Perhaps you'll be going somewhere for work overseas or over some water, or if it's not that, it could be just moving on to a better place now that you've got this wonderful credibility that you've just built up for yourself, using all the energies of all these major arcana, which are very, very strong, Scorp. So that's what I got for you. Please let me know in the comments how that's worked for you, if it has, and hopefully I'll talk to you in a month. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.